In this video, I'm just demonstrating making concentric circles using paint and some drawing materials. You can use this exercise to just relax and make something pretty. You can test out different kind of color combinations or try out some new paints. I'm using a few different brands of craft paints, and I'm also using my good professional quality paints. Here I'm working on 9x12 cheap drawing paper, and I'm just making 4 different circles, leaving some white spaces between the circles on each one. I am making deliberate color choices. Some of the color combinations go easily together, very harmonious, and others are more contrasting. I like to have a little bit of each of those in each of the circles. Here I'm using the Caran d'Ache crayons to draw over the circles and in between the circles. You can also use colored pencil or marker or paint marker. Here I'm using a Tombow marker, which is transparent. And here are the 4 pieces. So this is like material because I'm going to cut them up and reassemble them, which is where the fun part is. So first I'm going to cut each one in half. And if your concentric circles aren't exactly centered, maybe they're a little wobbly or asymmetrical, don't worry about it. Just cut them in half. That'll just make the pieces more interesting. So now I've got 8 halves to play with. And I'm combining halves of different concentric circles. And really what I'm looking for is an interesting intersection there where one circle meets the other. So I don't want them to line up. I want them to not really line up and provide some kind of interesting surprise. You could do this with a friend and combine your half circles with your friend's half circles, and that would probably get you more of a contrast between the halves. Then I started cutting them in quarters just to see how they line up or don't line up, or if I could get something more kind of playful and interesting by putting 4 quarters together rather than just 2 halves. So this offers the possibility for more interesting combinations because you've got, instead of just one line of intersection, you've got kind of 4. So this is the fun part, playing around with different combinations. And you could scale this up to make paintings, or you could scale it down to make greeting cards or gift tags or just some decorations for your wall. With this one, I painted in the 4 negative spaces around the circle to make a piece.